from Ford Field in Detroit. It's Week 16 of the NFL on EA Sports. Tampa Bay Buccaneers.
Coming to you from the venue that hosted the Super Bowl back in February of '06. Welcome to Ford Field in downtown Detroit. Both teams emerging from the Ford Field tunnels just a short time ago. And, of course, the loudest cheers were reserved for the hometown Lions. They're set to go as they will match up with the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. With Charles Davis, as always, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Charles, you talk about storylines in this one. I think it begins So the football will be at the 25-yard line as this offense gets set to take over. They'll try and start this drive in the air. Steps away to his left. And now he's going to use his legs. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds.
Well, that was something to behold there. You might expect runs like that from a kick returner, wide receiver, but that's your quarterback hitting top speed.
And normally when you see guys move it this fast, it might be a fly pattern from a receiver or a toss sweep from a tailback or something like that. This was designed as a passing play, and then he got out of the pocket, and he just took off, and he just kept gaining momentum with every step.
And the next-gen stats are going to tell the story, and wow, what a story it is. Nearly a full 23 miles an hour. One of the fastest plays on record, folks.
And he can't find anywhere to go with it. And he goes down. It's the former Lion, Ndamukong Suh, in there for sack number 85 of his great career, moving him past Hall of Famer Howie Long on the all-time list. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's third down.
Defensively here, you're facing a top-5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL, so when they're that high-powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20, because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored, you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn into a shootout. That means your offense has to keep pace.
That was no 3rd and 2. That was 3rd and 16, but they get the conversion anyway. So from Buccaneer territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line. Now a man open down the middle of the field. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last two plays. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Ndamukong Suh makes the tackle. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
At the 33-yard line.
From the shotgun, here's an inside give. And they see right through that defensively as he'll be hit and taken down to the backfield. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11. The 7th play now of this opening drive. This is 3rd and long, though. And this is going to be caught. He won the fight for the football. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Certainly not what they wanted defensively. We're hoping to hold them to a field goal. Instead, they're able to convert the 3rd and long here on the opening drive.
So not only was it a flipping field position and a flipping fortunes, but how about mentally? You just described it. They were hoping to force them into a field goal there. Instead, they give up the big gain, and now it's 1st and goal. The offense has got them on their heels.
Back to throw here. Toward the center of the field, but it's
Galladay, the Pro Bowler, was his intended target. But it'll be 2nd and goal.
I'm going to need some help with this one. How did he miss it? Wide open in the end zone. He's not hurried. He's not hit. And somehow, incomplete?
Yeah.
What happened?
During film study, that's one where he's just going to shake his head, not be able to believe it.
6 points go by the wayside on that one.
Call it a gain of a yard as they get a little bit closer here. It's 3rd and goal.
It's now 3rd and goal.
They're going to look to throw. Galladay's got it, and the Lions have a touchdown. Kenny Galladay, touchdown number 15 of the year. And the Lions take it right down and score on the opening drive. Now, this is a crew, they've come out flat their last 2 games, both losses, but just judging by the energy level, they look different here early, and that touchdown shows how.
Yeah, it seems to me that touchdown.
Now Matt Prater for the point after. It's up, it's good, and the Lions lead 7-0. So that one a long 11-play drive. And the end result, a Detroit touchdown. After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick.
Taking it about the 1. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23. Here come the Buccaneers, led by their new quarterback for 2020. Of course, you know the story by now. His 21st season, first in Tampa. It's Tom Brady.
That was a solid performance last week, wasn't it? 2 touchdowns, no interceptions, ran the team well, won the ball game. Bottom line, may not have been earth-shattering, but it didn't need to be.
Throwing on first down is Brady. This is caught by Antonio Brown. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
Brings up 2nd and 2.
The numbers there for Brown from a week ago. 4 catches, 73 yards.
And you know what he did all week in preparation for this one? Hydrated.
Salivated.
Yes, stretched, dreamed, going against the last team in the league against the pass.
Yeah.
He expects to catch everyone thrown today.
You're right. They have struggled 32 of 32 in that category. 2 yards, good enough for a first.
First down, Buccaneers.
Now Leonard Fournette. And he'll get 2, maybe 3 up near the 37.
On the carry.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. A shotgun give to Fournette. And a 6-yard gain gets him right around the 43.
Jamie Collins makes the tackle. It's a gain of 6. Brings up 3rd and inches.
They'll try and run for it with Fournette. And he will have the first down as he's brought down up near midfield.
The tackle by Giovanni Tavai.
A lot of running backs, a little bit of a disadvantage when you start talking MVP. Might not be the case this year. You think he's got a shot, don't you?
I do. I think he's got more than a shot. But what he's going to need here down the stretch this late in the season, he needs that big closing game, that game that we're all going to reflect on and go, oh, my goodness, did he put up a number, let's say 200 plus?
2 first downs have him up near midfield now on 1st and 10. Now he'll throw with Brady. He gets it into the hands of Gronkowski, complete. And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. A gain of 6 there on first.
The Brady-Gronk connection, certainly something to watch here with the Bucs in 2020. Of Tom Brady's 541 touchdown passes coming into 2020, Gronk's 78 were the most of any receiver. On
on second down. Here's Fournette. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. Call that a loss of a yard, and things get a little more difficult here, 3rd and 5.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
Play number 7 now coming up on the drive. 3rd and 5. Shotgun now for Brady.
A pass underneath for Fournette. And he is going to have the Buccaneers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
9 yards on the play and a first down. Nice job keeping that opening drive alive, and they're in plus territory, that part of the field where you really want to convert on 3rd down. They did.
Big time pickup for them, and now I think the aggressive play callers think to themselves, this part of the field, I take my shot at the end zone, because the closer you get to the end zone, the field gets condensed. Makes it a lot tougher to run those routes. You still got a chance to actually run past people right now. Take your shot at the end zone early in the down and distance count.
He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone
and nearly picked it off. He had a chance to come down with that in the end zone, but it'll wind up just being incomplete.
So many times we see teams go on the road and want to lean on their running game, but this crew just announced they're going to try and air it out and make hay downfield.
Brady again here on 2nd and 10. Looking left sideline, but it's incomplete. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions.
10 yards to go.
Now Brady again. Detroit was up for the challenge through the air. They force a 4th down. So 2 3rd down conversions on this drive, but not able to get a 3rd, and now they deal with 4th down.
Pressure, and that's certainly going to be a key to this game going forward. And that time, they were able to get in there and influence the throw. And remember, quarterbacks got to get rid of it. They don't have the Tucker rule that they can fall back on anymore.
4-yard attempt.
That's leaking to the right, and he missed it by a foot or 2. It's no good, and this score will stay right where it is.
Buccaneers, nothing.
Offense heading out as we give you a look at the playoff race coming into the weekend in the NFC. And with the final fortnight of games upon us, teams jockeying for position. Some of these games. So after the missed long field goal attempt, this offense set up nicely at the 44-yard line. They'll come out throwing here on 1st down. Forced out to his left. He'll try and run it. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. I guess no need to force it when you can do that instead. 1st down, 18-yard gain.
Partner, as a quarterback, sometimes you just got to know when the clock has gone off in your head, it's time to go. Tuck it and get all you can.
And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. It's a gain of 14 and a 1st down for Detroit.
That's pretty much meat and potatoes right there, wasn't it? Just go right at them and let your big horse charge up the middle. Not too fancy there, was it?
Nothing fancy at all, challenging that defense, and on that go-around, the offense won the challenge.
Brandon, we saw these defenders flying to the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
And he's going to be taken down here. A sack back at the 32. Just not much a quarterback can do there, CD. The pressure was in his face almost instantaneously, led to a very quick sack.
And it appears that this was just a letdown from the offensive line, but they do have a tough job because if you're a big tackle out there on the perimeter, sometimes you don't have the agility to keep up with the defensive end who's looking to wreak havoc in the backfield, and he got there and put his man on the ground.
And if you're wondering just how quickly that sack occurred, the next-gen stats tell us 2.6 seconds is all he had to throw the football.
He's got his man on the crossing route. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. The defense shaking their heads, not aggressive enough, and they allow him to convert a 3rd and 18.
Now a 1st and 10 at the 11.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. The numbers for him from a week ago: 6 carries, 73 yards.
Well, this is where it becomes a challenge for the offensive coordinator. He's got a bell cow at tailback right now. Number 3 in the league in rushing, within shouting distance of the lead.
And he's going to go down. Sacked right around the 17.
Well, that was their 3rd sack of the ball game. 2nd in the league in sacks coming into this one. They're planning on making it a race to the top, aren't they?
Absolutely. They're looking up at that top spot, but they might be looking down at the 2nd spot pretty soon. He's got his man. It's caught for the Lion touchdown. From 17 yards out, and the Lions add on to their lead. That's 2 really excellent drives for them to start this ballgame, both ending with touchdown passes.
In big picture, they look great, don't they? Like a well-oiled machine right now. But let's down focus a little bit and talk about the guy calling the signals and throwing the passes. He is playing with precision right now. Making excellent throws.
Prater on to add the extra point. And it's good to make it 14-0. So that drive takes him down the field in 8 plays. And it's capped off by a touchdown for the Lions. After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick.
Taken about 7 yards deep, and no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. Last time out, they had that long 50-plus yard field goal that they missed.
And I'm sure on their sideline, they're thinking to themselves, okay, do we still want to try one if we're in that position again? And I would dare say that the answer would be yes. They're going to have a lot of confidence in their kicker. But just to be on the safe side, I'm sure they told their offensive guys, can we get a little bit closer this time?
Closer.
Yeah, you know, I'd rather get in the end zone first and foremost. But if all else fails, less of a field goal attempt for him.
They'll run with Fournette. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
I know what you're thinking out there. I know a lot of you are thinking, take a shot downfield. It's a great spot for it. I'd say maybe later in the game, definitely in the second half. But right now, I think they were just trying to get some momentum built. Get a first down, pick it up, and keep moving.
Over the middle, it's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. It's a gain of 16, first down Tampa Bay.
Well, these guys have definitely been outplayed in the first half, but I like their countenance. I like the way that they haven't panicked out there, the way they're carrying themselves. They're starting to move the ball, and what you have to do, maintain your poise and start to put together some drives.
So the ball moves into Lion territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 46. Fournette running out of the gun. The big nose tackle, Danny Shelton, there to swallow him up. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
Brings up 2nd and 9. At the Lions.
From the gun, it's Brady. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Antonio Brown, the intended receiver. And that takes us from 2nd to 3rd down. Brady now to throw.
9 yards to go.
And that is incomplete.
Not sure what you're thinking here, partner, but I believe the officials have done a nice job here getting together and then coming out and indicating that there was a receiver in the area.
Absolutely, and he was in the area. Correct call made, no grounding. They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away.
The Lions take over 1st and 10. At their own.
Now out comes their leader and the captain of this offense back onto the field. A big reason why they've been so successful, this defense hasn't been able to contain him when he gets outside of the pocket.
So true, and that's when it's really difficult.
And he'll give it here to his running back. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Well, he hasn't made much of an impact in the running game thus far, and after that last run, not much is going to change in that area.
He hasn't been able to get anything going, and really the offensive line not helping him much. And he is finally out of bounds, but not before taking it down inside the 30. Big yardage there on the scramble. It gets him a first down.
I think it's fair to say there's nothing that gets a crowd to its feet quite like a big play, and that was something special there. Boy, was he moving.
And that's the kind of play where you have to kind of catch your breath afterwards. So just give me a second here, because when he shifted into high gear, he was an absolute blur out there. No substitute for speed. We talk about that all the time. The evidence was right there.
And the next-gen stats are going to tell the story, and wow, what a story it is. Nearly a full 23 miles an hour. One of the fastest plays on record, folks. And he was able to shed one tackle but could not get away from there.
2 yards that time, a stark contrast from the big chunk on the previous play.
2nd and 8.
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. And all this is taken in one hand and what a catch. And he takes this one in for a Lions touchdown. So simple math here in the first half. They've had 3 drives offensively, and they have scored every time, and they've got the lead.
Well, whenever we talk about adjustments, we usually talk about an offense making adjustments, right? This is all about the defense. They've got to figure out some way, somehow to slow them down. Do they blitz a lot?
Now Prater to add the PAT. And it is now 21-0. So that drive of 4 plays. And the end result, a Detroit touchdown. After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick.
That'll be taken about a yard deep. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled into 20.
With the Bucs offense making their way back out on the field, let's take a look at the playoff picture, Charles, coming into the weekend in the NFC. And for them, it's no longer a question of will they make the playoffs. They've clinched the division title. The question, can they hold on to that #1 seed?
And this is where the mental fortitude comes to play, doesn't it? Because now you're not just the coach talking about it. It's team talking about it to each other, supporting each other, carrying each other along, because having that #1 seed means everything in the NFL.
It does. So even though the division title's clinched, shouldn't take the foot off the gas.
No, not at all. Play it all the way through, and I think we've seen that in recent years in the NFL. The teams that play and play to win each and every game, they're the ones to deal with in the playoffs.
That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. On 3rd down, Fournette. And he's able to get it to the 33. Good enough for a first down. 5 yards is the pickup there as that extends this drive.
I know the game's changed. A lot of people would say it's evolved. Look, I'm a little bit Neanderthal, okay? I love this. No exotic formations, no misdirection. Just line up and run the darn ball and pick up the first down. I love it.
Yeah, 3rd and short. That's what you're supposed to do. Like you said, old school smash mouth football. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Fournette. And he'll get this up to about the 40. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3 at the 40-yard line.
Snap comes at 1, and it's Brady.
Blitz coming, and down he goes. They couldn't contain Deshaun Hand that time as he gets home for the sack.
3 scores down, not even a halftime yet. They're not getting much generated offensively. They've got to figure it out.
It's tough because this defense just seems to be playing with so much confidence right now.
They really are. They are on their toes, and they're getting at them.
The sack backs him up 3rd and long. Tough challenge for Brady and the Bucs.
Working from the gun, it's Brady. And he'll get that to Fournette, complete. And he can only manage manage to take this thing to the 38, well shy of the first down. That'll bring up 4th down. They wind up getting 8 yards, but they needed more than that.
We can make this one pretty simple. Locked up all of his progressions downfield, forced to get it to his running back. But how about the way they ran to the football and knocked him down to force a 4th down?
Here's Bradley Pinion now as he'll punt it away for the second time. Fair catch signaled for and taken at about the 15-yard line. So a change of possession here on the punt. And the Lions are going to take over with a long field ahead and a 1st and 10. And Detroit getting set to go now. They are just putting things together. Drive after drive. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And he's going to go down. Back at his own 5-yard line, it's a sack. Shaquille Barrett in there to bring him down, and that is sack number 17 now on the season.
Well, if an offense is going to throw the ball on this part of the field, any pass rusher will tell you that's his favorite part. Gets a chance to get after the quarterback. It's almost like a reverse red zone. They can create points using their defense, and this time they take their man down.
They come up on 2nd and long, and the pass protection just has not been there this afternoon. From deep in their own territory, they look to throw. Now he'll pull it down. And they'll bring him down here up at about the 22-yard line. Excellent work that time to get free, and for his exploits, he's going to be left with just a 3rd and 3. The Lions on 3rd down. No problems to this point. A perfect 5 for 5. This time it's 3rd and 3. And he's got his man in stride, complete. He'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds.
We clean it up, baby.
For as big and strong as some of these guys are, especially when you see them in full pads, it is sometimes hard to appreciate how truly fast they can move. That was incredible.
And we do talk a lot about how the tight end position has changed in the NFL. Here's a great example. It used to be that they were linemen who occasionally caught passes. Now they're wide receivers who occasionally block people. And right here, this isn't tight end speed. It's definitely wide receiver speed.
And if we turn to the next-gen stats, the final clocking, well, it's ridiculous. 22.5 miles an hour.
So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And he'll get this down only to about the 46.
Levante David, the Bucs' leading tackler a season ago, in on the stop.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
At the 46-yard line.
And again this time to the tailback. He'll get only a couple down to the 44.
When we talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot, he had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
I told you, I ain't going nowhere.
To do it for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10.
Buccaneers 21-yard line.
Under pressure, and he'll go down. Back at the 26-yard line. Vita Vea in there to get him, and that is now sack number 18 on the season for him.
Well, maybe that can give him a little bit of a pick-me-up, a little bit of a jolt. One of the few things that's gone right defensively.
Because other than that, it's really been a first half to forget. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. Dancing to his left. He's going to run, but he's got a long way to go. Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts. So as they take it over,
we step aside. So on 4th down, the Lions turn it over to Matt Prater for the field goal try. From the left hash, this will be a 41-yarder. And he missed it. It's no good. And this score will stay right where it is. Leonard Fournette making his way back out there. He's been good. They've utilized him well, but they're losing here in the second quarter. What might they change offensively?
I think they would...
Brady now on 1st down. Over the middle here to Brown. Give him 10 yards on the pickup, and it'll be 2nd and very short. It's caught by Mike Evans. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. That one good for a 1st down pickup of 18 yards. He's been the forgotten man in this first half. Not a guy you want to forget. Not only his first catch, first time they've targeted him.
That doesn't make any sense, does it?
Not
because
at all.
Those are the types of plays that he provides. When he does come alive, when they do look his way, not only is it a big catch, it's a 1st down.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Brady going to throw. Pass incomplete, but the flag in the backfield, and this might be a roughing call. Maybe a frustration penalty there because he's picked them apart.
They've tried their best to get to him and haven't done it successfully. A penalty as a result of that hit there.
Brady's throw there complete. 7 yards on the play, and that'll make it a 2nd down. Creeping up on a minute to play in this first half. He'll set up the screen to Fournette. And he's into the end zone for a Tampa Bay touchdown. Leonard Fournette, his 21st touchdown of the season. And the Bucs are able to close the gap just a bit. The way this one was going, you just got the sense they needed something before half. They've at least got something on the board now. Still trailing, but a good sign.
That takes me back to our preseason tour of NFL camps. You remember we talked with that one coach who said his emphasis this year was scoring in the last 2 minutes of a half, heading into the locker room. This hits it right there. Take that momentum, take that good feeling, and take the locker room, regroup, and start over. They got it here.
They did indeed. A lot of football, full half to be played. Vinatieri able to tack on the PAT, and they'll cut the lead to 21-7. And here's Vinatieri now to kick it away after the touchdown. Taken about 7 yards deep, and he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25. Here comes the field general leading his offense back out there for the next possession. And how about the start so far, Charles? 3 first-half touchdowns.
You generate excitement.
Back to throw now on 1st down. And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be 2nd down.
You got to give some credit. They're able to hop up in the air and bat that one away. And that's frustrating for an offensive lineman because the only recourse is when he goes in the air to try and give some type of a pop or a shove, hoping to bring his arms down.
The Lions will use the first of their timeouts as the clock stops here with 46 seconds remaining in the first half. And the Bucs with an extra defender in the secondary now on 3rd down. They'll set up a throw. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
That might be the 3rd down stop that they needed because they've had a lot of trouble slowing down this offense in the first half. This might be their opportunity to get off the field.
And in their own territory, needing only a few inches, they're going to line up to go for this thing on 4th down. Being chased out left. He may try and run for this. And he will have a 1st down here at about the 40. The Lions now going to use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 35 seconds to go in quarter number 2. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw.
Flushed out right. He's going to let this go deep. Back over the middle. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down. So second down and 10. Once again, they'll go from the 40.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to...
Oh, the Buccaneer pressure too much. Down he goes. Jason Pierre-Paul in there to get him. And on the season now, that is 9 sacks for him. And he's going to go down. Couldn't get a throw off with the pressure. Maybe that was for the best, as that brings us to the end of this first half of play. We have hit halftime. Still 2 more quarters to go. We'll take a timeout. We'll be back after this. You're watching the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. It's in the game.
Okay, Brandon, thanks very much. The weather might be cold, but the playoff races are heating up here on this final Sunday before Christmas. So let's get to it. We'll start up at TIAA Stadium in Jacksonville. And as they approach halftime, it's the Bears who are out in front. Ryan Fitzpatrick, 2 touchdown passes thus far. From there, we're off to check out another game. And they trail in their ball game at halftime to the visiting Carolina Panthers. Cam Newton with a couple of touchdown passes there. Finally, let's get down to the Bayou. Check on the Saints at home at the Mercedes-Benz Superdome. And they were winners in that one over the visiting Minnesota Vikings. Alvin Kamara, a touchdown run in the victory. Meanwhile, in our game, it's been a back-and-forth first half. Who can put it together in the second half? For the answer, we turn it back over to our broadcast team of Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3.
Matt Prater to kick off for Detroit.
So this a 2-possession ball game as we get back underway, set for the third quarter. Taken from about the 12. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
At their own 30-yard line.
Out come the Buccaneers. They'll have it first to start in the third quarter. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the...
Now a play fake. Brady. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down.
Incomplete. It's now 2nd and 10 at the 30-yard line.
Brady will try again on second down.
That's complete to his running back, Evans.
And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary target for a nice game.
I was just going to ask you, that wasn't the primary target. He's so good at that, isn't he?
I think he knew right away that he wasn't going to get to his primary guy. I think he read that as soon as he got to the line of scrimmage, knew where the pressure was going to come from, and said, I know how to beat that, and that's what he did.
The punt team on now as Pinion sends this one away. We'll call that a punt of 38 yards officially, and the Lions will take over. Out comes this field general once more, leading his offense back onto the field. What can they do now, Charles, to make sure this highlight montage doesn't continue to show more pressure and pressure and pressure?
You feel like it always comes back to leverage, don't you? Who is going to win that battle of the offensive and defensive lines?
They'll try and start this drive in the air. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick first down.
If you're going to blitz, likely going to leave you in man coverage with this guy, and that is less than ideal.
It is, because just about any offense that has an elite receiver, if you blitz and have him in man coverage, you're going to him, even if he has an elite defender on him, because he usually knows where the ball is before the defender does.
And incomplete, a drop there in the middle third of the field. That'll bring up second down. Now here's a throw that's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. A gain of 13. It's a first down.
46-yard line.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And he's going to get this one down near the 45-yard line. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
2 yards on the pickup. It's second and 8.
Flush to his, and he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
And the pressure gets to him again. Oh, and after the sack, he's still down on the field. Not something you want to see in Week 16 or any week, really. We'll be right back. He punted 3 times in the loss last week as he sends this one away. Just 34 yards on the punt there, no return. And the Bucs are going to take over 1st and 10 deep in their own territory. Here comes the Tampa Bay offense now heading back out onto the field. And with this deficit, you can't... Trying to get the run game going. This is Fournette. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it second down.
Brought down at the 18-yard line. A gain of 4. It's now second and 6.
Again, it's Fournette. And he'll go down just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
I'm okay with the call there. In fact, I actually like it. I know they're down a couple of scores, but the running game worked in that situation. I would continue to go in that direction.
Fournette, a first down carry. And a nice run past the 30-yard line there. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
Now Fournette. And he'll scratch out only about a yard up to the 32. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
It's a gain of a yard. And it's 3rd down.
From the gun, Brady. And able to catch it on the left sideline, but they're going to roll him out of bounds. So it'll be incomplete. Certainly one they'd like to have back as it brings up 4th down.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
Here he is, the man taking the snaps under center, heading out for the next possession. And to give this time to the tailback. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down. The last run got 9. That leaves him with 2nd and a yard.
Brings up 2nd and 1.
And down he goes. A Buccaneer sack.
Down and sack.
Like how they've started the 3rd quarter here. They force a punt on the first drive, and after this sack, it looks like they'll be forcing another one as well.
Absolutely. Maybe got their 2nd win coming out of the locker room. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Intended for number 81.
How about some applause for the defense there? They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a 4th down. Well done.
And here now the punter Fox as he sends this one away. It'll wind up just a 35-yard punt, no return, and the Bucs will get ready to go on offense. Leonard Fournette making his way back out there. We've seen him be good so far. He's hoping to continue that trend here in quarter number 3.
And typically when
they'll start out on the ground. It's Leonard Fournette, and he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3.
Danny Shelton's a former first-round pick out of the University of Washington on his 3rd team now, previously with the Bears and the Patriots. He made that play like the hit he put on the commissioner on draft night.
Delay of game, offense.
And that'll set him back 5.
Still second down.
Brady to throw on 2nd down. That's caught by the big tight end, O.J. Howard. And he'll be out just a yard or 2 shy of the 30. The catch and run going to wind up netting him 33 yards.
Still all sorts of time left in this game, and you'd like to be able to say take it one play at a time. But the truth is, they're probably going to have to hit on a few big plays in the passing game to close this gap, and that's a good start right there.
So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Operating from the gun. Brady. That's complete to his receiver, Godwin. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line.
It's a gain of 9.
It's a game of matchups, and that's why you take your receivers and move them around a bunch, especially your best guys. And when they work out of the slot, you often hear the coaches talk about how great it is because it gives you a two-way go. You can break out or you can break in. That makes it hard to defend.
And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Buccaneers. O.J. Howard, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Bucs have made this a one-score game. That's a score you felt they had to have here in the 3rd quarter to get back in this game.
And you know that there was an emphasis on their side. Hey, we know this. We know where we are. But sometimes that binds you up so much that you try too hard and you don't get the score. A perfect combination of urgency, yet relaxed enough to get it done.
It's up and good. This becomes a 21-14 ball game now. Just a 4-play drive that time. And it ends with a touchdown for the Bucs. And here's Vinatieri now to kick it away after the touchdown. Fielded in the end zone. And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25. Detroit's offense ready to take over. And their lead cut in half by that touchdown a moment ago. They are up 7 as they begin this drive 1st and 10. Now they try the right side here. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4. 2nd and 6, just inside the 30.
Brandon, we just saw the benefits of being able to run the ball successfully. They pick up 4 yards on that carry. So now if you're a play caller, you can do just about anything you want. But on the defensive side of the ball, you're scrambling a little bit. Now you're behind trying to figure out, do I need to blitz him? Do I need to pressure him? How do I gain an advantage on this snap?
So from Buccaneer territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. Buying time to his left. And he's going to keep it here. 20. And they do finally get him, but he makes it all the way to the 6. Big yardage there on the scramble. It gets him a 1st down. So he wanted to pass it, but that thing turned out much better.
And the crowd really responded, didn't they? They always like it better when the quarterback is scrambling around, actually takes off and runs downfield. And that's exactly what he did.
And that is caught. Touchdown, Detroit. Kenny Golladay, his TD of the game and 16th on the season. And the Lions are able to extend their lead. He was on point throwing the ball right there. He had the big play to get him down close, and then he delivers a touchdown pass on 1st and goal.
And you mentioned...
Prater on to add the extra point. He's got it as they double up the lead. This one's now 28-14. The drive summary, 4 plays, 75 yards. And it's capped off by a touchdown for the Lions. After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
23-yard line.
And Tampa Bay trots out there now. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Yeah, give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
Brought down at the 26. A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6.
They'll run it again with Fournette. And he'll go down right at the 30-yard line. These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on 3rd down.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks and allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
1st down, Tampa Bay there, a gain of 13.
That's a nice run right there, able to get to the outside, and so many times defenses say, okay, we got you hemmed in. But if you're running the football, at least you know where everyone is coming from. You don't have to worry about the backside at all. That allows you to run with a little bit more confidence as you traverse down the field.
Under a minute to go in this 3rd quarter as they come up 1st and 10. Now they'll throw with Brady. Evans has it left side. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30.
There you go. There you go.
He got 29 yards that time.
When Mike Evans sees man coverage, I don't think he's the only guy that gets excited. I guarantee the guy throwing the ball does, because guess what? He's got a lot of options about where to place it because of Mike Evans' size and frame.
So the ball moves into Lion territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 27. 1 quarter remains here in Week 16. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. On 1st down, Brady. He's going to let it go deep for the end zone. And too much juice. It'll be out of bounds, incomplete. They were trying to go to Brown once again. That'll bring in 2nd down.
We've seen that the deep ball's been a part of their game plan all afternoon, but they've had trouble hooking up on it, unable to successfully find the end zone over the top.
Brady's throw complete there to Evans. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there.
And it's 3rd down.
The Bucs on 3rd down. Not quite 50%. 4 for 9. This time they face a 3rd and 2. Now Brady again. This is caught. Gronkowski. And he couldn't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. And in a 2-score game, obviously, every play, every 3rd down, like we saw there, magnified. Big pickup.
It was a huge pickup. What they really want, though, is to not even get to 3rd down. They've got to maximize time and conserve as much as possible.
And they've got 3 tight ends here on 1st and goal to add some extra mass. And they'll let the fullback try and take him home. Nothing doing there. They're going to wind up holding him at the 2. No gain there, and it's going to set up 2nd and goal. 2nd and goal, and they will try again from the 2-yard line. A toss running left, Fournette. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Buccaneers. Leonard Fournette. Touchdown number 22 on the season. And the Bucs are able to make this a close game again. They were able to stop him at the line on 1st down, but this time he punches his way through.
And sometimes just because you're stopped on the first run, it doesn't mean the play call was bad or incorrect. You might just need better execution and just a tad more determination. And they got it done on the 2nd try.
Vinatieri now for the point after. He's got it, and they're back within a touchdown at 28-21. So that drive consumes 9 plays all told. And the man who finished it off with a run into the end zone, Leonard Fournette. And here's Vinatieri now to kick it away after the touchdown.
Taken about 7 yards deep, and it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt a return.
Charles, you'd said the magic number was probably right around 20 for this defense because they're facing one of the top 5 offenses in the league in terms of points scored. They've had their moments, but this offense just a little too good, isn't it? They'll come out throwing here on 1st down. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. And now following that sack, looks like we've got an injured man down there on the field. That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now 2nd down and 22 yards to go. Now he'll escape to his left. He's going to take off with it. And, he's going to be brought down by the face mask. Here come the flags. This is going to get him a 1st down. Trailing in the 4th, this close of a game, that's a penalty you just can't afford.
It's an absolute killer, and it's one that drives coaches and teammates insane.
They go play action here on 1st down. Oh, the Buccaneer pressure too much. Down he goes. Ndamukong Suh in there yet again. What else is new? He continues to rewrite the record book in single-season sacks. Forced out to his left. He'll run it. And give him 10 that time as he was able to get away from the pressure and get a nice gain.
He was brought down by Levante David.
The Bucs with an extra defender now in the secondary here on 3rd down. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Eluding the pressure right. He can run for it, and he will. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Nothing open downfield. He keeps it himself for 11 and a 1st down.
All right, partner, I'm a defender, but I've got to express my admiration there. Moving around, making it happen, and instead of worrying about protecting himself, he goes and gets the 1st down. I've got to give it to him on that one.
Normally, you don't want your guy taking shots, your quarterback, but it's winning time here in the 4th quarter. If he needs to make those plays with the legs, go ahead, right?
Yeah, no doubt about it. At this stage of the game, all protections, they're off.
Pressure, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back right around the 44. Tell you what, he did not have much time there to scan the field before he was ducking and covering.
Did it appear to you, as it did to me, that the defensive front won their play really quickly, meaning the guys in front of them?
Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more.
Ndamukong Suh, my goodness, make that now 5 sacks for him in this ball game. Really, really turning in an incredible performance.
Well, this is what happens when you get behind the chains, as people like to say, when you have obvious passing situations. Hard to vary it up and fool a defense.
And you hate those situations if you're an O-lineman, right?
Oh, without a doubt, because you just know they're coming, and you never know exactly how. They can be exotic in their blitzes, or their athletic ability just takes over.
Back now comes Tampa Bay, and it feels like the momentum has shifted. They scored, then their defense forces that last punt, and now a chance to tie it. They begin with a run by Fournette. And he's going to take this up past the 10 to about the 11. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
Second and 3.
On the run, it's Fournette. And able to get it here to about the 16-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
A gain of 5. First down, Tampa Bay.
To throw is Brady. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. 7 yards there on the first down screen play. Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. Now whistles here before the snap. Looked like one of the Bucs may have moved. They were looking good on 2nd down, but now they're backed up 5 yards by the false start, and it's 2nd and 8. Working from the gun, it's Brady. And that's going to be too high, out of bounds and incomplete. The Bucs on 3rd down. They've hit on half of them, 5 for 10. This is 3rd and 8.
Love the idea, love the concept, but you got to leave a little room on the sideline so he can fade into it when he makes the catch. That was thrown too close to it for the receiver to make a play.
He's got Evans. And he'll be out of bounds right at the 40.
Foul, roughing the passer, defense.
Well, when you're leading in the 4th quarter, that's not the penalty you want.
Not at all, and now your discipline comes into question. Having poise this stage of the game, you can't have those kind of plays.
And Brady's throw there, incomplete. The running back, Leonard Fournette, his intended receiver. And it's 2nd down.
It certainly didn't appear that that's where he wanted to go with the ball initially, so he tried to get something out of it by dumping it off to his running back unsuccessfully.
Brady again here on 2nd and 10. And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far. It brings up 3rd down. An important play right here, 3rd and 10.
And I would expect pressure here.
That's to his running back, Leonard Fournette. And he's going to be taken down at the 39, clearly short of the first by a few yards. That one good for only 6, and it leaves him with a 4th down.
How about that strategy there, Brandon? 3rd down. They just said, we've got faith in our tacklers. We'll give you the short stuff, and just decided to protect the sticks. So every time I hear fans telling me tackling's not a part of the game anymore, plays like that, I can clip and save and show them you have to tackle well if you want to be a good defense.
One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. Brady to throw for it on 4th down. And no, it's incomplete. Bruce Arians takes a shot there, but his guys come up empty. And the Lions will take over. Good position for them as they come up 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
Sean Bunting on the tackle. 4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6 at the 43-yard line.
Back to throw here. And down he goes. A Buccaneer sack. Shaquille Barrett in there to get him, and that is now sack number 18 on the season for it. Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long. Dancing to his left. He may try and run for this. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. A big play there as they get the conversion on 3rd and 13. That is an absolute backbreaker. That was a design passing play, wasn't a draw. You think you got him stopped, good coverage downfield, and he's able to pick up the first with his legs. Defensively, that kicks into your psyche and hurts a little bit, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and here's the thing. Anytime you give up a first down, it hurts you psychologically, but it hurts more when they get it this way because you've covered everything. He didn't have any place to throw the football. He takes off running and picks it up anyway, and now you have to stay on the field for an extra set of downs.
And really could have used that stop trailing here in the 4th. And he's going to get this inside the 30. A nifty bit of scrambling there. 12 yards, first down.
Well, to me, this leads to the question, do you admire the way he puts his body out there all the time, or do you think he should protect himself a little bit more?
Well, he's been on the ground several times with all those sacks that he's taken. So, I don't know, I kind of admire him not sliding down there, don't you?
I'm with you on that one. The meter definitely leans towards admiration.
So the Lions in possession of the football as we welcome you back. They've got a 1st and 10 as they look to try and finish this one off. Being chased out left. He's going to take off with it. And whistles, and we're going to have another stoppage of play as they call the timeout on defense with 1:53 left. Another yard would probably put this thing in the books. It's 2nd and 1. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. The Bucs going to go ahead and use the 2nd of their timeouts. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down. That one looks like he'll throw here. Buying time to his left. And now he's going to use his legs. The Bucs forced to use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. Steps away to his left. He'll try and run it. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. They'll wind up with positive yardage. It's a gain of 3. But now it's 3rd down. They'll drop the throw. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And he'll be brought down at his own 10-yard line. I'm surprised with the lead in a one-score game this late, they're even putting the ball in the air in that situation.
Almost makes me feel like the head coach might be second-guessing himself by not clicking on and saying, all we're doing is running it here. But give credit to the guys on defense. They made a play that they absolutely had to have to give themselves...
So after the INT, it's Brady. He's going to let it fly. And that is incomplete. They were trying to go to Brown once again, and that'll bring up 2nd down. He'll look to throw. Back to Brown, this time complete. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. That one good for 26 and a first down.
Well, how about keeping your head about you in this situation? No more timeouts. Finds a way to get out of bounds. Now they can breathe a little bit as they contemplate what to do on the next down.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. To throw is Brady. That's out to his running back, Fournette. And that, not a sight you want to see. Leonard Fournette, very slow to get up. And how might this affect him for the playoffs? We'll get a report when we come back. Second and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down. Back to throw. And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. Catch number 40 for him on the year. It's a first down. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that is incomplete. Down to 15 seconds now. Mike Evans, the one he was looking for. And now it's second down.
At the 40-yard line.
Brady to throw. He's going to let it fly. And not only did he drop it, he dropped it in the end zone.
It's third down and 10 yards.
Back to throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. Gronk, so tough to cover. Sometimes a flag's going to come out.
His size and his ability create a lot of these pass interference calls. If you're trying to go through him to get to the ball, that's almost impossible, and he benefits on the play.
And this is incomplete. So no miracles here on the final play, and this ball game is over. Well, Charles, an absolutely thrilling finish there at the end, down to the final play. Got it close to the goal line, but couldn't punch it in.
How much fun was that ending, though, for us?
We were standing up.
I had to. You had to get out of your seat for that one. That close to the goal line? Oh, that was fun.
So for the Lions, it's a critical win for them as it gets them to 9-6 on the year. And they'll get to stay home again next week as the Minnesota Vikings come to town. Meanwhile, for the Buccaneers, this was basically just an exhibition game for them as they'd already clinched home field advantage. And they'll be at home for one next week as the Atlanta Falcons